Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're cracking open the original Project Manager's toolkit. We're going to look at those time-tested traditional methods that, let's be honest, built some of the most impressive things in the world. Ready? Let's dive in. So this Explainer is actually Chapter 2 of a course from Virtualization Options LLC, all about project management. We're focusing on the absolute bedrock, those classic sequential methodologies that have been used to build everything from massive skyscrapers to complex software systems. Okay, let's picture this. You're the manager. You're in charge of building, say, a bridge or a new factory. The plans are set in stone, and any change along the way is going to cost a fortune. So when that plan is everything, how do you make sure you succeed? Well, you start by picking the exact right tool for the job. So let's pop open that toolkit and start with the foundation, the one that really kicked it all off, the waterfall methodology. You've probably heard of it, and for good reason. It's a classic. And you should take the name literally. Think of an actual waterfall. The water only flows one way, down. It's the same here. Work flows in one direction, from one stage to the next, and there is absolutely no turning back. Each phase has to be 100% done and signed off before you can even think about moving on. The whole thing is super rigid, but also very predictable. You start by gathering every single requirement up front. And I mean everything. No surprises allowed. Only then can you move to the design phase. Then you build it, you test it, and finally, you maintain it. It's a one-way street from beginning to end. Now, the biggest strength here is that predictability. Since you planned everything out, you get really clear timelines and budgets, which managers love. But, and this is a big but, that same rigidity is its greatest weakness. What if the customer's needs change halfway through, or you find a huge problem during testing, way at the end? Going back to fix it can be a nightmare, incredibly expensive and disruptive. Okay, our next tool is a little different. It's less of a step-by-step process and, well, it's more like an encyclopedia. Let's talk about the PMBOK guide. That's the Project Management Body of Knowledge. And here's the crucial difference you have to get. Waterfall gives you a recipe to follow. The PMBOK, on the other hand, gives you the entire cookbook. It doesn't tell you exactly how to cook your meal, but it defines all the ingredients, the best practices, and the techniques you need to know. It basically creates a universal language for project managers everywhere. And just look at how comprehensive this is. The guide is organized into these key knowledge areas. It forces you to think about everything from managing the scope and the budget, all the way to handling risks and keeping your stakeholders happy. It really is a 360-degree view of your entire project. All right, our final traditional tool is like a high-precision instrument. It's built for those projects and environments that demand an immense amount of control. This is PRINCE2, which is short for Projects in Controlled Environments. So, unlike the PMBOK framework, which is a guide, PRINCE2 is a complete end-to-end method. It is incredibly structured and process-driven. It doesn't just tell you what to do, it tells you who is responsible for doing it and exactly what paperwork is needed every step of the way. The entire methodology is built on these 7 core principles. For instance, manage by stages is just a smart way of breaking a huge project into smaller, more manageable chunks. And manage by exception, this one's brilliant. It basically means senior managers only get involved when something goes wrong, empowering the project manager and the team to just get on with their work. And this quote right here, this is the heart of PRINCE2. This relentless focus on business value is a total game changer. It forces everyone to constantly ask, is this project still worth doing? This stops those zombie projects that just keep going out of sheer momentum, and it saves companies an absolute fortune. So you've got these 3 heavy hitters in your toolkit: Waterfall, the PMBOK guide, and PRINCE2. How in the world do you decide which one is right for your project? Well, it really boils down to matching the tool to the task at hand. This chart breaks it down perfectly. You've got Waterfall, which is really simple to start and has a low learning curve, but it's not very sophisticated. Then you have PMBOK, the most comprehensive guide out there, but you got to be ready to study. And PRINCE2, it offers a really nice structured balance, but it does demand more formal training. The choice really depends on your project's complexity and what your team needs. And that leaves us with one final, really crucial question. These traditional tools are incredibly powerful when the path ahead is clear and predictable. But what happens in projects where change isn't just possible, but it's pretty much guaranteed? What do you do then? We'll dig into that in our next explainer.